Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Madhu. I help people to find the potential, the specific examples I've come across on a day-to-day basis for you to relate yourself and see yourself with using your own logic. Today I wanted to talk about one of the most interesting places and the beautiful places I have visited while I was working. So, and I will connect you with where I come from and if it is really possible that that could have happened. So, starting to the point, let's see, each and every time, each and everything which is happening in our life is for a reason. Now, if you believe that that's happening for a reason, good things will show up. If you believe that things are not happening the way it should and it's not going in a right direction, and you are not going to go in a right direction, and it is how you focus. What is your focus? And the way you focus will show up. Whatever you focus will expand more. Every opportunity you get, everything which shows up in your life during the day or during your month or during your year, have trust that things are happening for better. Things are moving in a right direction. Now, if you don't believe yourself that things are not moving in a right direction, and there is no point of you even taking the direction, because if you yourself is cutting it off from the possibilities by saying that this is not the right direction and this is not the way it is happening, and there are times that you're going to find that things will not go the way it is happening. Example I can give you, back in 2004 is the first time I applied for an US visa. I got an opportunity to work as an assistant housekeeping manager for Carnival Cruise Lines. And my first visa got rejected. And no reasons. I mean, I could cry and say, okay, I got a job, I got offer. But then without getting a visa, I would not enter the United States. Simple as that. But it didn't work out. I applied for the second time after 3 months. Didn't work out, and I said, okay, it's not working out, and let it go. And it did happen the next year again. My candidature was nice, and the recruiter or the company was following up with me, and they said, okay, Madhu, we will try it for the third time. And I was actually not interested to try a third time. And one of my close friend called Rama, he said, Madhu, if you don't get that visa, I'll pay for that visa money, but give it a try. See, sometimes said, okay, this is the third time I'm going to try, and if it works out, works out. Otherwise, I'll continue working where I am and then just move on. And I applied, and I did get through the third time. Now, why I'm saying that is that, sometimes, and if I look back now, why those 3 times I didn't get visa? I have no answers, neither. And it's a process, it has to happen. Maybe there are some learning curves I learned, but then there is, if you ask me what did I learn from 3 rejections, basically nothing. Third time I applied, I get it too. Only thing is that I could say that, I was in the urge of giving up, but then I thought, okay, let's give it one more try. And that's how it takes our life. Maybe that situation gave me in the later stages of my life to take more chances. You never know. You're one step away from a success. But trust me, if I won't get that opportunity on the third time of trying a United States for visa for United States, and if I wouldn't get into the job of 2004, and I pretty much traveled 10 years every year, minimum 3 times back and forth to the United States, preferably at different parts of United States, wherever the work is located. But I wouldn't travel so extensively and then see and explore and meet the people the way I've seen and the way how I reflect my life today. It's just one of those, that one tipping point. If I would just say, okay, just I'm not going to go, I would have missed all these opportunities of my life experiences. So it's never been that we should say, okay, I tried enough. No, you never tried enough. Maybe all these things are putting you in a different perspective for for future. After I got the visa, I started going and working with the different people, learning new things. It was completely different life for me altogether. Comparing back, because I spent 5 years back in India working, and when I moved on, it was a completely different world altogether for me to learn in many aspects. So to work with the people, that was one of the most important thing for me in my area of work. And that's where I got better and better and better. And I'm still learning. So my visit to Alaska, and I spent very good 3 years. I spent in that part of the world, whereas I was based in pretty much Seattle, Vancouver, and then we take the trip to Alaska. Beautiful. And one day I wake up in the morning at 4 o'clock. I just wanted to see how does it look like. We were just traveling in between, and then both the sides, the mountains of the height of I don't know what height, but then the ship was looking very some small toy when I look at that vision. And it was beautiful. And every experience I had, the fresh air every day I used to have, the whales I was seeing on the sides of the thing, and meeting the people. And first time in my life I saw the snow. And that was one of the joyous moments I ever had, because it took a long time for me to see snow, and then which I never experienced. And then every experience after every experience after every experience, it's all showed up well. It's never that, then it's not that, and I never had any issues or any concerns or failures. That's all part of life. But then if you look back, you only keep or think about the things, good things which happened, and pretty much the negative things which happen will fade away eventually. So that is the lesson I wanted to take it uh, today. Focus is important thing, and you need to focus. And then, by the way, um, the point where I mentioned, I was born and brought up in a small village called Sheshachalapuram back in 1979, and the closest town is Chittoor. Chittoor is a place where from my village to the Chittoor, it's about 10 to 12 kilometers I had to travel, and that's where I did my graduation, traveling from my village to the town. And then till today, and many people around uh, in our places, uh, people have not proper access to reaching to their own say capital cities. For me, visiting Hyderabad is one of the capital city. It took 20 years. Sometimes that too I went because I have to do my post graduation in hotel management, and that's how I went. So crossing within the states to the cities or reaching cities is a big challenge. Now imagine, from that part of the world I crossed cities, I crossed different states, I crossed a country, and I've seen the places I would never imagine. And it was not even in my goals or dreams that I wanted to go to Antarctica one day. I wanted to go to Alaska one day. I wanted to travel to Europe one day. It was not even in my agenda or list of goals or so. But things do happen. Things will happen when you stay positive. And it's wonderful for me to look back on. Then like a couple of days back I was just looking at my photo directory. I said, there are many things I have seen with my eyes I wanted to share with a small clips or small videos. It's not that to tell that I have seen these. It's my point of showing is that maybe the same place you go today probably is a different way. So probably things what I captured, I wanted to I wanted to share so that you also feel and see, and this is how the world look like. And also, most importantly, it doesn't matter where you are from and where you come from. If you keep yourself positive, your the things will show up in your life. Miracles do happen, I'm the living proof. I'm telling of at least, to be honest, I'm not, saying that, I made millions and millions of dollars. I mean, but whatever the things I have, I'm very happy for the day things are moving and then what I'm doing. So it's never been that your joy cannot be measured. Joy can be measured, when I look at my kids and my wife and my family, I'm very happy. So even probably even if you have millions or billions of dollars behind you, probably if you're not happy or you cannot enjoy or cherish the moments what you have in your hands, then it's life has a different meanings to different people. So I'm very happy for the things what I've seen, and then I wanted to share the things what I have seen, and for you to believe that things are possible. It doesn't matter where you come from, whichever the background, whichever the things. Your present circumstances is not your reality. you know you need to see past through the limitations, saying that there is a much bigger future ahead for me, a much bigger joy ahead for me, and seeing things in a big and prospective and a positive way will make you to succeed in your life in many aspects. So never think that whichever the situation you are in is your end. Life is a bigger meaning, vast, and it's beautiful. The world around you and the people around you, people will come to help you if you have the positive mind. Things will come to you, opportunities will come to you without even effects, and that's a power beyond your imagination will do happen. So most important thing for you, keep yourself, keeping your focus on what you want to achieve, and also staying positive in all given circumstances, and never giving up on whatever you want to achieve, because you never know, you are just step away from your own success. Thank you for staying tuned, and stay tuned for more of such videos, and be good, do good, and influence people around you. Thank you.